Okay. Speeding?
How do I look? Do I have bugs?
You look good.
Okay, cool. When I received a message from Ben about this trip, dude, and could you
Get a little lower.
Yeah, could you find a seat? Yeah. I received a text from Ben saying, hey man, there's this mission in Chihuahua we gotta go do.
Here, toss me that book. On this particular mission, we have a guidebook. 10 of the rivers listed in this book have never seen kayak descents before. It's sure to delight those seeking an ultra Barranca adventure, some of the steepest, narrowest chasms of them all, the ultimate test of bravado.
When Ben started talking about the tacos, so I said, yeah man, I'm interested.
In Chihuahua, there are 5 canyons. This is not the deepest one or the longest one, but this is the most beautiful canyon in Chihuahua, Candameña Canyon. I'm just a part of a great group of friends. Grupo de Espeleología y Exploración Cuauhtémoc, see? And a lot of great experiences. We've been walking all over the canyons in Chihuahua for 40 years.
What do you think about us maybe trying to kayak through here?
To me it'd be impossible. Que si van a poder hacer el kayak.
I think it's dangerous and hard. Yeah, un gran reto. Pues.
It's a great challenge.
Great challenge.
I'm glad you guys are here.
The mornings start off great, the sun's out, we feel good. We look at the river, it's like healthy, good flows. And in the afternoon, the clouds roll in, the thunder rolls in.
Yeah, it's scary.
We are just teeter-tottering between like total stoked to drop into these rivers. And then, you know, when the rivers flash flood, we're scared and kind of wondering what the hell we're doing here.
Like, we don't have to run the river if it doesn't come down, you know? We could just leave it. Like, whatever, maybe it's not for this year.
I guess it's always like this in my experience. Any worthy or difficult or challenging objective is just this mind game. Yeah, so it was time to sit down and really look at our options. We went to the guidebook. We saw that there was another river close by, the Rio Cocheño. We went and talked to Don Fernando. We wanted to make sure that the area where we were going would be safe.
Why? It's a small town.
Must be hot down there too.
Yeah, it's a little bit hot. But it's a beautiful town, yeah.
Okay.
Before coming here, I had a lot of fear, I was scared. Sicario, narcos, you know, to think about going into these guys' backyard, just 2 gringo Americans, is pretty sketchy.
But nobody's worried, nobody's saying don't go to this village or that village. They're saying, you know what, right now the situation is good.
Sitting on a side of the road here, hunting whitewater and tacos.
No ride? Not yet. But we just got here.
I've got a lot of patience for this stuff. You know, for like a set amount of time.
You don't look like a tourist with that hat at all. The Comandante Perez, he just picked us up and he said, where do you need to go? I'm taking you.
Va a estar muy bonito para ustedes, está muy abundante, muy grande el río.
Comandante was super helpful and took us exactly where we want to be. I think he's pretty psyched on this mission.
Suerte, que les vaya bien.
Muchísimas gracias, Comandante Perez.
Que les vaya bien.
Nos vemos.
We put on to a pretty juicy flow.
Oh, yeah!
And would go between like fun rapids with enough flow to boxing up to these really kind of gnarly, boxed out Barranca canyons that were just enough to like to make everything scary.
I can just see enough of this last one to feel like that last one probably goes.
So you think, okay, I'm gonna go here, and then go left. And then when you get into the canyon, the boils are bigger, the drops are bigger, and it's a lot of fun getting in there and getting a little bit scared. On these types of trips, we're running so many rapids that we don't have time to thoroughly scout every single little rock. You know, it's just extremely technical. Somebody's gonna get spun out, somebody's gonna go backwards, and I got flipped over.
Camp time here. Somebody's old field. Hopefully they don't mind. Doesn't seem like they're here. Yeah. The poppies are all dried up.
That was when we kind of realized again, like, oh yeah, even though our experience has been really nice, we are in a poppy field.
It's raining.
Eventually, the Candameña just became a more read and run type of river. It's pretty amazing just to be able to peer down and, you know, be able to roll. Pretty quickly, cactuses were popping up all over the place. And we knew we were getting close to the town of Morris, we were hoping to take out.
But when we arrived in the village, there's nobody around. It's super quiet. You know, we're wondering how the hell we're gonna get out of this little town at the end of the road.
Pretty quickly, the police captain pulled up and was like, hey!
So the mayor of Perla Lopez, she wants us
He wants you to stay tonight and tomorrow the big party. Yeah.
The mayor of town is having a party tomorrow, and we want to show you a good time. We were not allowed really out of sight of the police chief, and he was the coolest guy ever. He took us into his home, his wife's mom, cooked us so many meals. The kids were so cute and fun. They were all amazing people that I would love to go back and see.
You know, it's always hard to leave a place where you've been so well received and so well taken care of, but the pull was to be the first to kayak through Barranca Candameña. as we came back from Morris, it was clear that the water level had dropped by meters. This was our chance. We knew that we were going to be portaging dozens, if not hundreds of times. And that was essentially our very first portage, was Cascada Basachiachi. 1,000 feet, and making our way into the gorge basically sets the tone for what we have in front of us.
Big thing we gotta remember is like every single drop has a sieve. It's like not even a question, just every drop is formed by these big boulders with water going under them, so we have to be on guard and yeah. A lot of hard work, not a lot of paddling, but we have options to portage. What's scary is downstream it looks like we start to lose our options to portage. Gnarly. It's a marathon of class 5, a marathon of portaging, a marathon of intensity, and there just isn't one moment that you can really pick out except for maybe the moments when things go bad.
Oh, stop! Fuck. It's just like, holy shit, you know, so there was a boat weld and Boomer's sheer determination not to let anything get to him.
Will I recommend other people to come paddle this river? I don't know. Maybe not. But it is an ultimate sign of bravado to descend this canyon, so count me in. Doesn't look super runnable to me, man. I think we're heading for a way back in, and this thing's just kind of fucked up. I mean, if there's one thing that I'm surprised on this run, it's how much of the rapids that we actually got to run.
Amazingly runnable drops, but also must make moves. Have that perfect water level. You're able to stay right in the riverbed, in the bottom of this mile-deep canyon.
Just tired, looking for camp somewhere flat without snakes. Feel good. I had some low moments today, but I finished feeling good. We might have golden light outside. Ben and I emerged from the canyon with our eyes just wide from the beauty. But we were definitely in the heart of narco country at the same time too.
It definitely had that voice in the back of my head asking if this place was safe.
Sure, though. I feel like that bridge is gonna be like maybe.
Just as we come around the corner, a man with an AK-47 in his hands. It's not like we can just boat to the other. There's no way to escape this. Shit's gonna go down. Demons and anxiety, worry, all of that sort of dissipating and realizing that, gosh, I think we're gonna be okay.
You know, a movie in a way. It was a little unreal for me.
And so that next morning we began our hike out.
How is this takeout?
This takeout was pretty darn nice, man. Every time I'm surprised, like meeting new people, getting off the river, just how generous and how kind people are, and it's always a shocker.
We didn't get held hostage. The people didn't threaten us. Nobody almost died. We don't hate each other. Maybe it's kind of a boring story.